All right, folks, here we go. Saturday night, Cranston PD Live. You're watching. We're going to show you who we're riding with in just a moment. It is Juan. This is our season premiere, season 2, all new episodes of Cranston PD Live. The rain basically has stopped, and we're going to see what we have in store on this Saturday night here in Cranston. Remember, folks, you can thank you, Robin. I want to give a shout out to Robin, Ann, and David, our Team One members. Also to Carmine. Also to Joe of EJ's, who's a little under the weather. But we're just getting started. We want to give a shout out also to everybody over at the watch party. I think they have a nice crowd going there. Remember, folks, you can type in someone's name. It looks like the rain has... It looks like it stopped to me, which is good. And we're going to show you who we're riding with. Actually, good evening, one and all. That's right. You can type in where you're watching from. Folks, here he is. He is back. It is Sergeant McHugh. Sergeant, good to see you again. And thank you for being part of the premiere, Season 2, Cranston PD Live.
Absolutely.
Yep. So we were chatting. It's amazing sometimes the weather, how it can have an effect on people, and sometimes we as we know, we've had an extraordinary amount of rain on the weekends here in the Northeast.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, all right. So, folks, we're underway now. Sergeant, what can you tell us? What time did you get on? What time are you working till? And the city seems very busy with the restaurants tonight.
It does. And I think that the rain kind of drives people inside. I started my shift tonight at 2:45, and I'll be ending at 10:45 tonight.
So, folks, we are just getting started here. We're with Sergeant McHugh. Share that you are watching. Also, I would imagine, Sergeant, Cranston certainly has had its fair share of flooding during these flash floods.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We've seen obviously that famous spot at the
Lawn and Wilbur.
Apparently the memo still has not gotten out. Some people still get stuck there, but also Cranston Street's had some bad flooding.
Cranston Street can be bad. Fletcher Avenue has its spots. Plainfield Pike.
Also, Route 10 had some terrible flooding. But it looks like the rain has come to an end, and the weather over the next few days should actually be good. So we're off. Now, traditionally, it does seem like Cranston is busy tonight as far as the restaurants.
Yeah. I mean, people are definitely celebrating the weekend. They're still out and about. But I would imagine we're not going to get too many calls for the backyard parties and that sort of thing. So, not with this dreary weather.
No.
So just prior to before we began, our officers responded to CVS for a gentleman who unfortunately appeared to have been using drugs in the bathroom and was just transported to the hospital. So, but luckily not an overdose or anything else like that.
Is that the one right at Park and Reservoir?
Yep.
2825.
And that seems to be, is that a sometimes a kind of a almost like a
New York King Young
common but
2553.
new type of call where
Cranston Street,
because of the overdoses, sometimes people seem to be overdosing in establishments' restrooms.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely happens. You know, a place like CVS is open 24/7 and it's always accessible, so I would think that it's more commonplace in an establishment like that that's open 24/7.
And just the, unfortunately, the availability of those types of narcotics still seem to be frequent.
Yes, yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. So folks, we are underway Saturday night, Cranston PD Live. It is Juan. We are back. Thank you for the stars, everybody. This is our season premiere of Season 2. Hard to believe. We had 29 episodes in Season 1.
That's incredible, actually. I didn't realize it was that often.
29, yep. And then, so we'll do another 29 for Season 2, and then we'll hopefully roll into Season 3. But this is the premiere episode. So what can you tell us? What section of the city is this?
So we're just coming up on Knightsville. We're just going to take a ride through where a lot of those busy restaurants are. Cranston Street right now. We'll be coming up on Phoenix.
Yep.
That is some display right there. I don't know if you've seen that before.
Wow. No, it is not. I would imagine that could add to nuisance calls of people maybe vandalizing some of the fall displays.
Sometimes, you know.
Is Halloween a busy night in the city?
Yeah, usually it is.
Okay.
Usually it is, and there's lots of kids out here. Lots
Yes.
of kids.
And maybe some of the Halloween parties that start up around that time?
Yeah, yeah.
And folks, remember, you can type in someone's name. That should alert them that we're on, or you can always share that you're watching. It's always nice. You can type in where you're watching from. Again, we have our Team One moderators getting just underway. Now, you can see already that the restaurants in... someone told me that they're now calling this the Little Italy section of Cranston. It is growing, though.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Now, this...
We just redid the park up here, so
Yes.
definitely invested a lot in this area.
Yeah. So, and this is also, there's Amadeo, and there's the...
Antonio's, Marchetti's,
yes.
Cafe Eatery.
Now, I think there's also some kind of a fall autumn fest tomorrow in Cranston, I believe. I think I saw that. So that'll bring people in, and then always the St. Mary's Feast seemed to be very successful this year.
Yeah. I think everybody was pretty happy how it went.
So again, folks, we are in Cranston, Rhode Island. It is Juan. You're watching season premiere, season 2, Cranston PD Live. We're with Sergeant McHugh on the Saturday night. For those that are out or you're thinking of going out, I can tell you that the rain has stopped. And
207.
7.
22 for a threats complaint.
and the sergeant also, you mentioned, so with this type of weather, you're right. So there's no backyard parties, right? Traditionally, no.
At least not as of right now,
Yeah.
but I would imagine this weather definitely puts a damper on that.
Yeah. And what about on Sunday, because of the effect of football, as far as maybe people being out and potentially DUI? I mean, people are definitely drinking more on a Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have those popular football Sundays. I've always felt, and again, I'm just going on my personal experience, especially when the Patriots play, it's usually pretty low-key, and then once the game ends, then things start to pick up.
Off to a little bit of a sluggish start. The Patriots are.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm not going to put you on the spot whether or not you're a Jet fan.
No, I am.
Exciting game. All right.
I am a Jet fan. I'm
Yeah,
from
of
New
course
York,
you are.
so yep.
Tomorrow night, that should be very exciting with Taylor Swift coming and the Chiefs coming in.
Yeah.
So, folks, you can see coming up already, this looks like the crowd that is outside, for the watch party. There they are. There's everybody. Too funny. Oh,
Yeah, they think.
I know.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Quite all right. To the motorist.
Well, I guess we can pass it on.
Yeah. Oh, I think they were going to that house anyway.
Unfortunately, this season, the Jets aren't doing too well.
It's a tough
And
one.
yeah, they lost the game last week against the Patriots, but what are you going to do?
Hopefully that wasn't mentioned at the Cranston Police Headquarters.
Oh, trust me, I get my text messages every
Oh,
week.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, folks, we're coming up. So this is Reservoir Park.
Yep.
And this is where unfortunately someone had some kind of an overdose medical situation in the restroom.
They were alert and conscious, so.
Okay. Well, that's a good sign. What should someone do if they stumble upon someone who's seemingly in that type of condition?
Call 911 immediately.
Okay.
You never know if somebody actually is in the process of overdosing. Just monitor the condition and call 911, and we'll be there in 30 seconds or less, along with the fire department.
Wow. And that happens sometimes at any establishment that's open 24 hours.
It can. I think that it's more prevalent in a place like that because usually they have their bathrooms accessible to the public, and it's a quiet area for somebody to utilize drugs. So,
Do you notice that seems to be consistent as far as drug use and, first responders having to handle people that somehow have accidentally overdosed? It seems to still be consistent.
in my opinion, just from my experience, things of that nature seem to come in waves.
Okay.
Like if there's a bad batch or whatever that kind of hits this area of the country, I've always kind of felt that there's been peaks and valleys when it comes to that sort of behavior. And again, I don't have anything statistical on that, but that's just what I feel from my experience. They kind of come in bunches, unfortunately.
And DUI, do you find does that fluctuate at all during the course? Is that a seasonal type of thing?
No, I would not attribute that to being seasonal. I mean, people that are going to drink and they're going to enjoy themselves, I think it goes on year-round, and unfortunately people make mistakes, and I don't think that has anything to do with kind of what attributes to the overdoses and that sort of thing. It could be anybody. I mean, anybody that just has a little bit too much to drink and makes a mistake by getting behind the wheel of a car, and when they shouldn't be, instead of using Uber, calling a family member for a ride or anything of that nature. But I feel like that's more consistent year-round. Obviously, it's more prevalent on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night.
Yep.
But I mean, it can happen anytime. Same thing with overdoses.
Tend to spike up around the weekend.
DUIs, yeah. With the overdoses, I mean, people are going to use every single day.
Wow. Folks, again, it is Saturday night. The rain has stopped. If you're thinking of going out tonight, definitely encourage you to. It's actually very comfortable. The weather over the next couple of days is going to be comfortable. You're watching Cranston PD Live. Again, it is Juan. We are right now coming up to the Garden City area. We are riding this evening Sergeant McHugh, who we were first introduced with. I think the first time was we watched you perform or have the individual perform the test.
Yes, the field sobriety test over the winter.
Yep. And is that something a lot of times you can almost tell going into it how the person's going to perform?
You have a general idea. Sometimes people have surprised me, but for the most part, you kind of have an idea.
Javier, he was the one that night. Yep. And he blew a .7.
Yeah, he did. But again, he was under the legal limit, so he was well on his way.
That's right. And we're coming up to, so this is where Top Golf is going to be coming up.
Yeah, we're very excited for that.
Very soon. You can see the red lights.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow.
Oh, it's huge. Absolutely huge.
It's enormous. Folks, look at the top. That is Top Golf you're looking at. Wow, they already got the lights. It looks like a baseball stadium.
It kind of does.
Yeah, or a football stadium.
I think they'll be opening in just maybe a week or two. I think that is going to do extremely well here.
Yes.
Extremely well. It just seems like golf, especially since the pandemic, has just exploded in popularity, and I think people are going to be really happy to utilize that.
Now that will also bring a lot of people in and out of Cranston.
It will. It will. And
Increased traffic is what I mean.
no, I mean, we hope that it does very well. We hope it is popular, and you know, in a few short weeks. I mean, I don't know how it will affect this area. I agree with you. I definitely think that there are going to be a lot more people in the Saconaset area.
Yep.
But we'll have to see how it affects everything too.
Right.
So,
And it's right near the highway, though.
it is right near the highway, and you know, from what I hear, it is going to be very, very popular. Very, very popular. And I think the little cubes that they have that can fit everybody who wants to golf is like over 100. So,
Wow.
yeah, there's a lot. It looks really, really big. Really, really big.
Folks, again, it is. I'd call this a minor drizzle, but definitely you can see a little bit of a drizzle. Dry and now a little bit of a drizzle. Saturday night, we are in Cranston with Sergeant McHugh, Cranston PD Live, Season 2, Episode 1. Again, we have some shout-outs. I've been answering messages and email from police departments all over the country, really, past couple of weeks, asking when we coming back. And we're back. We are back on the Saturday night, just getting started. We'll see what's involved. The weather seemingly is having an impact, though, on I think on everyone's behavior.
Well, the shift's not over yet, so we'll see.
But just in general, past couple, the weather, I mean, if it's freezing out, people don't go out, and if it's really hot, crime can spike. So it's just seeing the rain also has an effect.
So it definitely affects whether or not people are out and about. And I mean, I wouldn't describe this as your typical weekend night. But it looks like, again, driving through Knightsville and seeing all those restaurants packed. I mean, you know, people are going to find different ways to celebrate the weekend and enjoy themselves. So glad to see those local businesses doing well on a night like tonight.
What do you make of, I'm not sure if you saw, but just some police stories around the country. Philadelphia had horrible, large groups going in and rioting and looting.
Yeah, I know, I did see that.
It does seem to be a trend.
Yeah, it is disappointing.
7:10:23.
You know, we had a little bit of a taste of that a couple years ago in Providence on that one night with the burning cruiser and whatnot. You know, fortunately, we haven't had anything like that take place here in the city of Cranston, so very happy about that. And it's unfortunate to see. I mean, nobody wants to see that, and I'm sure it's awful for the people of Philadelphia and for the police department as well. So,
See, that type of theft does seem challenging for law enforcement too, because when you have so many people, it's almost like herding cats a little bit.
yeah, I mean, it's certainly chaotic, and I was there that night in Providence, and chaos is definitely the only word I can think of to describe it.
Folks, we are on Pontiac. There was also a scenario in Taunton earlier this week where what should have just been a traffic stop turned into the individual started attacking the police officers and then swinging his knife at the Taunton police.
Yep, I think I did hear about that. It's been busy. It's been busy around this region of the country.
And then it was 2 weeks ago on Friday was what maybe seemingly should have been a routine traffic stop turned into a statewide chase within that individual. The reason, boy, it's good to see this area crowded as well.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Holy
it's come a long way in the last couple of years. Well, they've done a really nice job with it.
Yeah.
A really nice job with it. A lot of great restaurants.
It's good to see. Look at the activity. Wow. But it just seems another example that law enforcement, what someone might think is routine, is is, turns into something very different.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I know that the night's been kind of dreary, and I don't want to use the Q word, but it's been slower than normal.
Yeah.
But all it takes is just one call.
That's right.
209.
1809.
10-4.
All right, now, folks, we're right now. We're right back on Park Avenue. Again, that's right. There's Kathy. Good evening, one and all. Heading past Cranston East and Cranston City Hall. I would imagine, Sergeant, also with the schools back, that picks up a lot of different types of incidents in the afternoon and the morning when people going to school and kids going to school and then returning from school.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely had some issues last year. As far as I know, so far so good this year, and I hope to keep that up.
Folks, again, right now we're at intersection. This is
Park and Reservoir.
Yep, Park and Reservoir. We're with Sergeant McHugh. Now it does look like it stopped raining, so it's been a little bit of a drizzle on and off all day. For those that are watching either on replay, this will be available on YouTube, or people that watch in other parts of the country. We've had definitely a pattern of rain here in the Northeast, and on the weekends, and at times flash flooding as well. So that must cause problems when you're dealing with stranded motorists.
Yeah, I mean, we've certainly had our fair share over the last couple weeks with everything going on with the rain and that flash flooding, and we had that incident with the apartments flooding.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. Some more people from the watch party who are outside. There they are. Again, you could still make it there, watch it on the big screen. That's very nice that Julie does that. Everybody attends. It's a way you can watch with others. It's like watching the game, but instead it's us. And again, for those that are watching in different places, the rain is definitely, I would say at this point, it's supposed to be dry. It's definitely halted here in Cranston, so you can see that the city is busy. There's a number of people that are out. Again, we are back on the road on this Saturday night with Cranston PD Live. We're riding once again with Sergeant McHugh. How is the adaptation of the body cameras coming, Sergeant?
I think it's going pretty well. I definitely think it's going pretty well. Again, I was certainly skeptical before we did it, and it definitely has its advantages, no doubt about it.
Is it fair to say that I think at the same time police realize, some people didn't realize that in many ways it can actually benefit law enforcement, because there's the tape, they're showing exactly what's happening.
I love it for evidence collecting. I mean, when you're talking to somebody, if we didn't have these, you would go in front of court. And not that it was a he said, she said, but I mean, what advantage now to be able to go there and show a video recording of what the person actually said. There's no discrepancy. There's really no way to argue, yes, they did say this, they admitted to this. So as far as an evidence collecting tool, I think it's great.
Is that something that could potentially come into play where people say, I didn't say that, I didn't say that, I didn't say that, when you maybe get them and then bring them in.
Yeah, I mean, there's one particular case where the gentleman admitted to a lot of different things, and I believe that it's going to work out for our benefit. So,
Another tool.
absolutely.
Folks, again, Saturday night, as you can tell, the rain has stopped here in Cranston. Remember, folks, you can share that you are.
We're in Arlington right now.
Okay.
We're going to head down Dyer Avenue and see what's going on.
Cool, 7.
207.
Taking a left, 210.
10 plus.
So in just a few minutes, we're going to head over to a spot and set up one of the traffic posts to conduct some motor vehicle stops.
Great. And what section of the city is this?
This is Arlington, so we're on Dyer Avenue right now,
Okay.
headed northbound. So we have the pregame lounge right ahead, Red Lounge is right next to it. And I would imagine they're doing pretty good tonight.
Yeah. Just passing that along.
Oh, we're well aware of it.
Oh, okay. All right, folks, here we go. Coming up on 9 o'clock here in the east. We're in Cranston. It is Cranston PD Live.
I'm just going to set up a traffic post right here.
Okay.
But the body cameras have been good. It's been interesting. I mean, especially for guys with a lot of time on the job. So that person just went to the stop sign, so conduct a motor vehicle stop and see what's going on. Essex.
Go ahead.
Put me on a G5 to Laurel Hill at Union. Sam X-ray 847 Silver Cam.
Cancel.
Francisco? How's everything else going tonight? Good? Oh, you're doing some deliveries? Yeah. Who are you working for? No, but like, what you work for one of those local restaurants or like Grubhub? Uber Eats? Okay. That's your vehicle inspection. How's your driving record? Pretty good?
All right, folks, again, we're going to see what happens with Sergeant McHugh. You're watching Cranston PD Live, folks. Again, thank you for the stars on this Saturday night. As we are just getting rolling, you can see some people across watching.
Just sit tight, I'll be back to you in a minute, okay? So he's saying he's a Uber Eats driver who's working right now.
Allegedly. Folks, again, Saturday night. It is Juan. You're watching Cranston PD Live. Let's see what happens. Thank you for the stars, folks. If you like the live stream action, that's your way to show your appreciation.
Found it? Just make sure you have kind of an accessory place next time. So I took a look at your driving record. It is crystal clear. All right? So that being said, I decided to just give you a verbal warning. Just be a little more careful at that stop sign, okay? Enjoy the rest of your night, all right?
So tell us what his demeanor.
Very cooperative. I mean, he pulled right over. Looked like at first he had his hazard lights on, and after reviewing his driving record and his police contacts, I mean, he had nothing. So, you know, with somebody's that cooperative and nothing really in the history, again, we have the ability to use our discretion. You know, I think a verbal warning will suffice. I'm pretty convinced that you know, his driving behavior will improve as a result of tonight's contact.
That can be a bad spot, though.
Yeah, oh, certainly.
What was the key there that could have changed that dynamic? He, as you said, proper demeanor, was organized, and
Well,
everything added up.
He couldn't find his registration, but again, he just based on his driving history and whatnot, I don't think there's any reason to write him a citation.
No attitude.
No, none whatsoever. And again, I mean, the whole purpose of the car stop is to hopefully educate people and improve their future driving behavior. And somebody like that, I feel satisfied.
Did he have food in the car that he was delivering, or maybe in between?
He had like it looked like a big gulp, but he wasn't wearing anything, and I didn't notice anything in the front windshield.
Have you noticed? Is that an increase of all the food delivery? That must just put extra people on the road.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it seems like a lot of people are using it.
Yes.
A lot of people are using it. But it is funny because you'll stop somebody and you'll be walking up to the car. You can just smell the fast food and know exactly what's going on.
He was also seemingly truthful when you asked him, "How's your driving?" And
Yeah.
he was truthful about it.
He did not lie.
What should residents do if they feel they live near a section like that people just seemingly blow through a stop sign?
You can call us up and we can put you in contact with our traffic division, and we would increase the traffic posts in the area, specifically through traffic division, and we'll be able to address that for people.
Are there certain known spots in the city that seemingly has that problem that people fly through?
It varies. As a supervisor, I've certainly have taken the phone calls where people are concerned about it, and we put them through to our traffic division, and they're usually very good about organizing frequent traffic posts and increased police presence to help alleviate some of that behavior.
Folks, again, what good news? The rain has stopped.
No, that definitely has, which is good.
Folks, again, Saturday night, it is Juan. Once again, you're watching. This is the season premiere, Cranston PD Live. We are once again Cranston, Rhode Island. We are riding with Sergeant McHugh. The rain has stopped on the Saturday night. It should be dry the rest of the night, and then the weather over the next couple of days looks dry and sunny and spectacular. So, yes, as October reaches. We are now on Cranston Street.
Yes, yeah, just past McDonald's.
This can be a busy area.
It can be. It can be. But any area of the city has the opportunity to be busy. But this is definitely one of our more condensed areas of the city, more urban than suburban.
Folks, remember, if you know someone in Cranston, you can always type in their name. You can share that you're watching, and then you can always, we like to gauge where people are watching from. You can type in where you're watching from. Tonight, we want a big shout out to the police in Hollywood, Florida. Also, the police in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Massachusetts State Police. Canton Police, Walpole Police. I want to thank our Team 1 moderators, Ann and Robin, David, And remember, if you miss any episode, you can go to the website, depetro.com. You can also go to our YouTube channel, has them all listed. This is the premiere night, season 2 of Cranston PD Live, and the weather is cooperating.
Just want to conduct a check on something I thought I just saw. Not wanted.
All right.
Lots of protection orders, though.
Mm.
This particular individual, I actually thought was in jail, so I'm surprised that he's out.
Wow.
All right. Back out.
Is that him that we just saw in the street?
No, he was walking northbound on the sidewalk.
Yeah. Okay.
Dreadlocks.
Yep.
It's kind of, you talk about the cameras, so I was involved in, this gentleman was arrested, God, it might have been 6 months ago now at this point. We had just gotten the cameras, and this particular situation was actually domestic, and he admitted to being in the house that he was not supposed to be in, so it was extremely helpful, because the people at the residence weren't particularly interested in cooperating, so it definitely helped out when there he is right on video admitting to what he had done. So
That's also interesting when someone that maybe has been away and just gets let out, and all of a sudden, kind of pops out on the street.
yeah, I mean, his family's in this area, so, and we've unfortunately had contacts with him many times over the years. But I am surprised that he is out and about right now. I thought for sure that he would have been in jail still. If I remember correctly, he had some time hanging still, so it is a little surprising to see him out.
Back in June, you had the bank. Well, Cranston had the bank robber, and then it turned out that was the North Providence standoff individual who had just gotten out of prison.
Yep, I was actually working that night.
Robbed a bank and got away on a bicycle.
Well, he left the scene. I think he was apprehended that night.
Yes. In a storage unit.
Yep.
Yeah. And what section of the city is this, sir?
So
Right.
Good.
Chip Duckworth, Cedar, the house on the corner with loud music.
Tough one.
So we are actually right around the corner from that. And again, that's not a priority call that we would go lights and sirens to, but I think we can help out Officer Langless. S6.
S6.
I'm on Park Ave. I can follow.
10-4.
And actually, we had kind of just driven through that area, and I didn't hear anything. So we'll see, though.
Beautiful.
10-4.
That sounds like something down here. Oh, kids in the street. I don't think that's going to be coming from the residents. We're just going to turn around here. S6, 1023.
10-4.
I wouldn't constitute that as loud music. But that's just me.
Right. All right, folks, here we go.
How we doing?
We're actually having a birthday party.
Yeah, we're just getting some more. Do you just have the homeowner come out? Hey. Good, good. Just getting a few complaints from the neighbors about they wouldn't mind just turning it down just a tad bit.
Okay, no problem.
All right,
That's fine, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your birthday party.
Thank you.
Keep it down. Sorry about that. That's okay. Thanks, guys. Hey.
You got the recording?
All right, folks, they have a tent going and everything. We'll let the police talk just for a moment. Seems to be a nice birthday celebration going on. It's definitely music. I don't know if I'd say loud music, but... It's a nice tent they have.
Yeah. So, they're having a birthday party. It certainly does not seem like an out-of-control party or anything of that nature. And, I can understand maybe a little bit because of the bass why the neighbors might have called, but... But I didn't think the noise was so unreasonably loud. It is also 9:17 right now, so...
Right.
But,
How would you describe the demeanor of the homeowner?
very friendly. I mean, anytime you're met with somebody that's cooperative and friendly, you're more satisfied that hopefully we won't be coming back to this residence and they'll go on enjoying their night.
Nice big white tent set up.
Yeah.
For those that but I could see where the houses are a little close. There's somebody around here.
Yeah, no, like I was saying before, in this area of the city, it is a little
Doesn't
more
take a lot.
urban.
Sure.
The properties aren't normally as big, and we tend to get those phone calls. But kind of like what I was saying at the beginning of the shift. They're in a tent, so they planned accordingly. But I wouldn't expect to get a ton of the noise complaints tonight.
Whose birthday was it?
I don't know.
This past in July, when we were on one episode, there was a massive party in Western Cranston. There were like 400
Oh, really?
kids there. Yeah, it was a wild. I don't remember which episode. I have to go back, but
Was it like a graduation party or something?
tough to tell. But just there were huge amounts of young people at the party, and the kid lost control and called Cranston police.
Oh, jeez.
I'll have to double check.
Happened.
Yeah.
So we're coming up on the Haunted Labyrinth, and normally this is packed.
Oh wow.
But it's always a line out the door. So I think when people looked at the weather and saw that there was rain, they figured. But if you're looking to go in there tonight and get in and out, tonight might be your night. But normally, from now until Halloween, I mean, you will just see a pretty large line out that door, and they seem to do very well.
Oh. Is it some kind of Halloween attraction?
Oh, it's a haunted house.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, yeah, the Haunted Labyrinth. It's been in Cranston all the years that I've been working here,
Oh, wow.
so yeah. It's funny that at the end of the summer you'll see them setting up, and that's when you kind of know that it's time to go back to school. And
But it's a big draw.
it is, yeah, oh yeah. Normally, had the weather been a lot nicer, I guarantee you would have saw a ton of people out there, and I'm sure you saw the detail officer out
Yes.
there. And the reason why he's out there is crossing people and keeping everybody safe, because usually there's hundreds of people out there.
Folks, again, Saturday night, we are with Sergeant McHugh. You're watching Cranston PD Live.
970 Tippin Orchard Road. The female who's the property owner's daughter will be waiting out front in a vehicle she would not give a description of. She said her family's away on vacation. The front door's open and lights are on.
No,
211. Solomon 209.
vehicle in the driveway.
9, she was very difficult on the phone. Wouldn't give any information at all. She's called 4 times. Maybe a 4300 issue too.
Just gonna look up the history at that residence. We'll make our way over there.
Yeah. All right, folks, again, Saturday night, you're watching Cranston PD Live. It is Juan. Right now, it's just 9:22 in the east. We are in...
Alright. Yeah. Why not? We can head over there.
Yeah.
Starting route to 970 Pippin Orchard Road. Head west on Farmington Avenue.
Folks, again, share that you're watching. You're watching Cranston PD Live. It is Saturday night. We're riding with Sergeant McHugh on our way to our next call. We can type in someone's name. Share that you're watching.
Temple.
Cranston area of the city. S6 1023.
Temple.
I hope I left you enough room on that side. Oh.
we go. Okay, sorry about that, folks. We had a minor problem audio-wise. It should be fine. Oh, shit. Crap. Okay, should be fine now. Should be fine. Okay, folks, I apologize. We had a minor technical. It's never happened before. But I believe, is that Donna? I think everyone should be able to hear me okay. I apologize, folks. That has never happened before. We've had a minor technical glitch. That's right. And I believe right now we should be good. Robin says, okay, Robin says the AV is fine. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, so that's never happened before. So, okay, sorry about that, everybody. We'll find out from Sergeant McHugh exactly what happened. We're going to give them a little bit of distance. Come around to this side. You can see the individual with the dog. Okay, we're going to find out in just a moment. You can tell Sergeant McHugh is speaking with someone. We have two officers over here with the individual. There's a female with the dog right there. So that's Sergeant McHugh entering this shot right there. So we're going to find out a little bit more details, but we're giving a little bit of a distance here because you don't know the nature. But I can tell you, so we have 3 Cranston police that are on scene right now. Again, folks, This is Cranston PD Live. It is 1 on the Saturday night. The good news is it's not raining. Remember, you can share that you're watching. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Some people watch on replay. You can subscribe to the page. And then also thank you to everyone who sends stars to support on the scene live stream. So that is Officer Davis. The distance a little bit. We've seen her on many different episodes. But we're going to give them just a little bit of space. As you can see, Sergeant McHugh is right there in the foreground, and then we have two officers on your left side that are with a female with a dog. And then we'll learn a little bit more about the nature of the call. But meanwhile, folks, the rain has stopped. It's actually a very comfortable Saturday night. Also want to say good evening to just saw a message from the Newark Police Department. All right, so there you have two of the officers that are going inside. So you're going to see exactly what's involved in that. But I believe Officer Davis is right outside. Yep. With whoever this individual is. So folks, we're going to follow Sergeant McHugh's lead on this. Special hello tonight. Michael Salvatore is enjoying the program. Does a fantastic job. Now, what's going to be interesting is if someone comes out of the residence with the two officers. For those, so if people are coming by on the street, this is what they're seeing, which is the 3 Cranston police vehicles right here in the driveway. We have the officer outside, Officer Davis, with, I believe, the individual that contacted the police, who has, there's also a small dog over there. I also want to use this opportunity. A very happy birthday to Jacqueline Claire, who turned 21 yesterday. She has the night off. She is, I would imagine, celebrating. But Jacqueline, instrumental in the launching of our live stream, as many of you know, providing exceptional camera work, and has been an invaluable tool to all members of Team One. All right, so here we have the two officers coming out, and they don't have anybody. Okay. So she thinks there's someone inside the house. I am tempted to go up a little bit closer, but... Now, we don't know all the details just yet. I think the call came over that this individual believed the door was open. Here's Sergeant McHugh. This is reminiscent of the woman on the airplane. Folks, again, I want to remind you, if you miss any episode, you can watch Season 1. It's all on YouTube. It's all on DePietro.com of Cranston PD Live. Okay, here comes Sergeant McHugh, gave us the thumbs up.
All right. Appears to be an oversight. So we spoke with the homeowners. A little bit of a personal issue with their daughter here. But we conducted a check of the inside of the house. Nothing appears to be rummaged through. We spoke with the homeowners. They seem to be satisfied with the results of everything. So all police and then the daughter's going to clear the scene as well. So, but no break-in, nothing like that.
Okay.
So.
Okay. We're on our way. Yeah, it's dark out here. So just, is there no one in the home? Oh, there is someone in the home.
No, there's not.
There's no one.
There's not. No.
Some confusion of what
Yeah. This.
But the good news is there's no break.
No break-in. She seems to be upset, and I guess dispatch, according to what they stated on her way here, she's called 4 times thinking that somebody may be inside, but I mean, she's definitely mistaken. But yeah, There's nobody in there, and she doesn't seem to want to talk anymore about maybe some issues that may be going on at home. But we're going to follow up with her in a few days and check on her. But for right now, I'm satisfied that she seems to be in a good place.
Okay.
So now that we are out in Western Cranston. Oh. The pen?
Yeah.
Oh, can I keep it? I actually left mine back at the station.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I'll give
right.
it back to you tonight, all right?
All right, no problem.
Thanks, man. So I took Officer Bellevue's pen, but I'll give it back to him. Yeah, I know, right? If I don't give it back, but...
Officer Davis seemed to be trying to settle her down.
Yeah.
11 Sumner Ave for dispersal of a female outside the residence. Tall, red and black leggings. Caller stated she's highly 1055, yelling at his house. He knows who she is. Just let her disperse.
So 11 Sumner's back in
208 following 7.
Arlington off Cranston Street.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll be pulling up.
We're already on scene. We're several miles away, so we'll start making our way
Yeah,
towards
we can make
there.
it.
But yeah.
Buckle up, everybody. He needs backup.
Info.
That's just a call for a dispersal.
You never know.
Hey, oh, it can turn into something for sure.
Nine.
209.
Checks the ghost. Look at the listing. I'll take an order from number 10-8.
10-4.
Just gonna check the call history at that house. See if it's
Yeah.
one of our problem houses.
I'll be pulling up.
10-4.
All right, we'll make our way over there.
All right.
We are a ways away.
That's all right.
We will see. S6.
S6.
From a distance, we responding.
10-4. Sure. Sure. And 206. Following with fire and rescue, you're responding to 109 Forest Ave. It's going to be for a 4300 female, being combative.
Folks, again, Saturday night, you're watching Cranston PD Live with Sergeant McHugh. Share that you are watching. You can also type in someone's name that should notify them. Remember to follow the page.
Go 7 to S6. We'll be all set, sir.
So they're comfortable over there. I think we're going to start making our way to Forest Avenue. After that, if you know.
Yep.
Appears to be some sort of mental health episode.
Oh. All right, folks, we're heading to Forest Avenue.
That's just.
S6.
Who's first?
Temple.
folks, here we go.
S6 1022.
Careful.
All right. So, folks, we had a little bit of excitement with that individual. You're watching Cranston PD Live. You can see the Cranston Police are speaking with some of the family members. That's right. Thank you, everybody. I want to remind everybody that you can. Right now, it's just 10:06. I want to remind you, you can subscribe to the page, and then you can also send stars to support the page. If you enjoy the On the Scene live stream, you're watching. These are the Cranston police officers. This woman, we'll hear from the sergeant, but she had quite a story. There's the family members. You kind of feel for them that they had to call to have her taken away, but she was very combative. She had quite a story to tell, and it sounds like Cranston Police are handling things. Folks, thumbs up for our Cranston Police, and also this is a season premiere of season 2. If you missed any of season 1, we have 29 episodes. They're all on YouTube, or they're all on the website, tepetro.com. Sergeant McHugh is a good driver. Thumbs up for that, by the way. And if you enjoy watching just the sirens going and the lights and the high rate of speed, you could certainly send stars as well. It is not raining. We're going to let the police talk with the individuals at the home. Thank you, everybody. Again, I want to thank our Team 1 members. We may go till 11 tonight. We may go till 11. I also want to remind people our time we normally start is 8:30, and then it's flex. If something happens, we start earlier. If something's going on, we could go later. So I know people are used to a regular television show, right? 60 Minutes starts 7 o'clock on CBS, but we operate a little bit differently. So I hope people can adjust to the flexibility. But it's always an 8:30 start if we're starting, unless something happens, we start earlier. I want to thank Anne and Robin and David San Martino. Again, special shout out to Carmine. He's been doing a fantastic job. I want to say hello to Joe with AJ's Drywall's been under the weather. I know he's watching tonight. So we'll find out from Sergeant McHugh exactly what happened. They had to call police. I'm not sure which cruiser we're in. And, so what can you...
All right, so there's not I can't get into specifics.
Sure.
But unfortunately, they did have a family member that was suffering a mental health episode. It didn't appear that she understood what she was doing. No charges of the criminal nature here. So she was transported to the hospital, get her the treatment that she needs. And she's not a Cranston resident, so we can't have our crisis intervention team follow up with her. But we'll relay that to her hometown police department, and maybe they can reach out and help give her some assistance.
Must be tough for a family member, though, to have to call. But what are they going to do? The person seemed very combative.
Certainly. So, I mean, this seems like the first time something like this has happened. So, but they seem pretty collected, and I think they absolutely know that there was no intent behind any of her actions, and tonight she's getting the help that she needs. And I'm glad that she went willingly. Yes. So she was very upset, and again, those things can turn sideways in less than a second. So I'm glad that she was cooperative, and hopefully she'll get the help that she needs.
All right, folks, again, Sergeant McHugh. We're going to roll along here on this Saturday night. family member. Well, what are they to do?
Yeah,
That was,
yeah. I mean, they, in my opinion, I think they handled themselves pretty well during this whole thing.
Yeah. Sounds like they didn't have any choice.
No, definitely not.
It was very adamant.
G5.
Go ahead with it.
Cranston Garfield, Frank Victor, mid-62, and Bielsa.
10-4.
I think that it must just be tough, and anyone watching, if you have a family member, they were not going to resolve that on their own.
No. It's way beyond that. Way beyond that. You're talking about somebody that needs
Well,
professional
exactly.
treatment and medication. So,
10-4.
Better that than, I mean, otherwise this would be going on all night.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, as you said, Sergeant McHugh, the family members, they seem to remain calm.
They did. I thought they handled themselves very well, considering what they explained to me.
Have you encountered situations where sometimes the family can kind of ramp things up a little bit?
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, you bring up a very good point. Very good point. No, and again, I can't say it enough. They handle themselves very well. So, but you're right. And I mean, you have an uncooperative family. They're instigating the victim in this situation, and yeah, it can definitely make things go bad pretty quickly. So I'm glad that wasn't the case. I'm glad everybody was level-headed, and in my opinion, more than reasonable. So, and again, I think with the family members and despite everything that transpired, they know the most important thing is to get the family member the help that they need.
Yeah. All right, folks, again, it is Saturday night. Rain has stopped. It's actually very nice out in the city of Cranston. You're watching Cranston PD Live. It is one. We are once again riding with Sergeant McHugh. Now, she doesn't live there, so that must have made it even more difficult. They're not going to take her home to wherever that may be.
No, I don't think there was putting her in a car and giving her a ride home.
No.
So,
That did not seem to be.
and based on what the family told me, I don't think they had any other choice but to call 911 and seek assistance.
Yeah. We don't know exactly. That individual seemed to have she was recalling things she believes happened during the week, but we don't know if that's accurate.
We don't know if that's accurate now.
So again, just for people that are watching, they may not want to, but she's not under arrest, but she's just going to get help.
Certainly not. Nope. She actually went willingly. So, as you can tell by our actions, the Cranston Fire actions, she was not put in protective custody, anything like that. Wasn't a involuntary transport, and I'm very, very happy that it was a cooperative way for her to go, and makes it easier on our part, and Cranston Fire's part as well.
Yes. And not young.
No. No.
Grandmother.
Older family member.
Older family.
Older family.
Well, I thought I heard one of the individuals say grandma, but older family member is a better term. The rain has cleared out, Sergeant McKay.
Yeah, I'm glad. Definitely glad.
Now, who were some of the other officers that we just seen?
On scene?
Yeah.
We had Officer Patrick McCoy, one of our special reaction team members, and we had Officer Peter Johnson on scene.
Everyone seemed to be on the same page, working as a team.
Yeah. So Peter is actually our youngest and newest officer, and his career is off to an excellent start. He's doing a great job. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, a couple things here. Essex.
Essex.
Put me on a G5 Pontiac right in front of Station 2, Charlie Ida 547 Black Jeep. Left-hand turning lane only, and you end up going straight.
Okay. I'm like, what?
How's it going?
Picking my kids from a party. And
Oh, you picked it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you from the area, or are you kind of?
It was in Providence.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Do you have your license, registration, proof of insurance? How was the party? It was a good time. All right. Okay. Was it like a birthday party, or?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm filming Cranston PD live right now. So, can you say hi? I'm sure he'd be happy to talk to you. They want to say hi.
Hi.
Hi. What's up, Cranston?
Yo, I'm done. Get that mic out.
Not every car stop that you have somebody else with a camera. So she was just picking up her children from a Sweet 16 party. And again, she was the reason why I stopped her. She was in the left-hand turning lane only, and veered back over, no turn signal or anything. It appears that she's just trying to make her way home. I think she was a little confused about the area. And again, anytime here we are on a Saturday night, it is getting a little late. Now, through my mindset, I'm looking for that DUI, and I don't smell anything on her breath. Her eyes appear to be normal, not bloodshot or watery, and I think she just made a simple mistake. And again, she's got a car full of her kids, so she might be just distracted as well. Alright, so this particular operator, her driving record is crystal clear. Her attitude very cooperative, very sweet. So I think we'll just be letting her go with a verbal warning, and I think her and her family probably have a good story to tell by the end of this contact.
All right, folks, again, you're watching Cranston PD Live. Here we have backup coming. Just in case. Thank you again for all the stars tonight, folks. Again, this is the season premiere, season 2. I think he's going to send them on their way. Whose birthday?
Who's what?
Have a good night.
Birthday was it?
Oh, it was my friend's birthday.
Want to say happy birthday?
Bye, Cranston.
Happy birthday.
Party?
Huh?
Good party?
Oh, amazing.
Bye, Cranston.
Happy birthday.
Nice people.
Yeah, absolutely. S6?
10-6.
10-8 stop.
10-4.
Again, demeanor seems to go a long way.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she was pleasant to deal with, and like I said,
202.
no signs of alcohol or drug impairment.
1579 Elmwood Ave. 35-year-old male. Making 4,000 comments to his ex via phone. She is not on scene. File will stage.
All right, so we got a suicide now.
201, you're still on the road? To no means given.
Yeah.
206, can you start that way as well?
Interrupt.
That's it.
You can show me where it's at.
Gentle.
What was the numerical?
1579, 1579.
Receipt, thank you. So we're on our way to a call for a male that, according to, I think it might have been his ex-girlfriend, if I heard that correctly, made suicidal comments. So we're going to go check on his well-being and evaluate his state of mental health. Firework.
Oh.
That's 600. Do we have the name in the mail?
Folks, again, you're watching Cranston PD Live. It is Juan. We're with Sergeant McHugh. Saturday night, Cranston, Rhode Island. Remember, you can type in someone's name. I will notify them. Or you can share that you're watching. Make sure you follow the page.
10-4.
S6 1023.
10-4.
I don't know if it's Lisco or
Here he is.
Okay, go to this door. Josh, had someone come to this door. Here you go, sir.
Right, folks, here, that's the one. Thank you for the stars on this Saturday night, folks. They're trying to figure out what the deal is.
I was in that house over there. I just walked over right here.
Just said I'm not going to repeat myself. I had that whole conversation with the gentleman right here. If you have any questions for him, or you like to ask me. You said you wanted to ask me other questions. What's the other questions talking more about my business, sir? What did it tell you? I don't know. I wasn't there. You didn't hear what I just said to you? I'm not going to repeat myself, and I just had this whole conversation with the gentleman right here. I am perfectly fine. I'm upstairs watching the boxing match that I paid for. I'd like to go back upstairs and watch my boxing match. Take some bread with you, something? I'm going with it, but other than that, I would like to go on my business. Oh, you crazy think I'm finished staying on here, please. You know I have sickle cell anemia, and this cold is not it. I'm not doing it. Exactly, guys. You want to talk about my ID? You take that, bro. I ain't arguing with you tonight. I don't like how you're standing behind me. Can you go back where you was? No. Why are you standing behind me like that?
Why aren't you in the park?
I just had that whole fucking conversation. What do you want me to repeat myself for?
Because that wasn't you.
And I said you can ask me. Why would he stand behind me like that? Nah, I don't appreciate him moving from side of me to behind me. That's not okay. Because I ain't answering your question. Who are you? What? All you need to be respectful. Why would he move behind me like that? This is what? You take kindly to somebody walking behind you like that? Exactly. So why would he do that? I gave him my idea, came on cooperating, he's like a looking through the window. Right in the room.
Mr. Jack Haslam.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Yes, that's Jack Haslam. Looking at my face. Yes, bro.
Yeah. As far as anything about state record.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be. I haven't looked. Passing me a notepad. Why are you going to see my ID? have any capability to harm myself. Well, she hurt me, and I want her to understand what that felt like. You get it? So what more do you want now? Did I lie to you, or did I tell you what happened? I don't care if you believe me. I said, did I lie to you, or did I tell you what happened? You have all the facts, sir. What more do you want? About what? What am I talking to you about? What are they finna tell me? We're asking you to. We gotta go to the court. And that's why I'm asking you to tell me what's going on. What do they want, or what are they gonna ask me to tell me? About. Can you answer my question, please? About what? What am I telling them, or what are they telling me? What's the last thing? That's for them. Alright, so you're gonna move this. Show me some respect like I show you. No. Ask your boys to move from behind me like that, bro. No, absolutely not. I've been not going to cooperate with you. Why you can't be respectful to me? So I'm asking you to ask these gentlemen to move from behind me. I don't have any weapons. I've been not going to cooperate. What is he standing behind me like that? Come on, bro. You're playing with me. No. If he can't move from behind me, you're not getting no more cooperation. I'm not going to say shit out. I'm going to stand here and look at you like you're retarded. That's what's going to happen, bro. I'm going to ask your man to show me some respect like I show y'all. No, ask your man to show me some respect like I've shown y'all. Because I don't appreciate him being behind me like that. I asked him to move 17 times. What the problem is? Alright, so I'm going to move him. Don't move behind me. Yo, stop. I'm saying, I don't want anybody behind me. Please don't do that.
Alright, that's fine. Alright?
It is fine, because I asked him to move, but nobody wants to listen to me and be respectful, right?
We are fine right now, okay? You are fine.
I am fine now that you are not behind me.
Go about our day, okay?
Talk, I'm listening. People need to be behind me to talk. That's disrespectful. You know it. Don't make me want that. I'm listening. Talk.
Folks, share that you're watching. This is Cranston PD Live. Thank you for all the stars on this Saturday night at Iswan. Very volatile situation here.
We gotta go. We have to go. We have to go. Okay, we can go. We can go.
Jay, go get my sneakers. No, you're not going in my side of the house. There's no reason for you to be in my house. Period. Give him the keys.
Okay, we're gonna walk down to the rescue room. Okay. You the keys. You're gonna walk down. He's gonna bring your stuff to the back.
I'm giving him my keys. I'm not arguing with you. What the fuck? I just told you I'm getting sneakers. Why are you trying to surround me for? I'm not resisting, bro. I'm trying to get my shoes.
We're not worried about him running. We're worried about going outside.
Okay, he's very direct. He's not going to do anything intimate. Alright, so what are you telling me? He said he's going to cooperate. Why can't you hold my hand and hand him the keys? Why can't you just hand him the keys right here?
I'm trying to have a conversation with him. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
We're taking you down to the rescue.
I'm going with him. I'm trying to get my shoes. Look at them slippers, sir.
We'll walk down to the stand.
There's no reason for you to do that. I'm not running. I'm stopping right there.
I understand
Can you see that yellow
I
sliver?
understand that.
I'm stopping right there. Can you see me from there?
Just give him the keys.
Can you see me from right there? So yes or no?
Just give him the keys.
So where am I getting my shoes? How am I supposed to get it? And then what am I going to stand up and put them on? There's that right there. I'm trying to give him the
Thank you.
Why are you touching me, dude? So now I can't even give him the keys? Wasn't that what I was trying to do? Touch me, sir?
Folks, again, you're watching Cranston PD Live. It is Juan. This is Season 2 premiere on this Saturday night, Cranston, Rhode Island. Remember, you can make sure you follow the page, everyone watching. You can type in someone's name. You can share that you're watching. You may watch it on replay. And again, you can also subscribe to the page. And thank you, everyone, sending stars on this Saturday night. Very agitated individual. You see 4 officers remaining very calm. I believe the other individual went to get his shoes. Or sneakers. He's out here in slippers. Very professional and calm. Folks, you can tell that Cranston first responders being very professional, polite, compassionate. Here he comes. Here comes the guy with the sneakers.
That was my only complaint with y'all, yes or no? I complained about everything? Yes.
Thank you for the stars tonight, everybody. Appreciate your support. It drives on the scene live stream. If you do enjoy the coverage, you could send 200 stars, 500 stars, what have you. All right, let's see what happens. He's got sneakers on, slippers are off. Folks, again, you're watching Cranston PD Live. It is Juan on this Saturday night. It's actually balmy out. You can see another instance that Cranston first responders all kind of working as a team. We'll get a full recap from Sergeant McHugh.
So the individual that made the comments, he's gotten on the ambulance. Not happy, but unfortunately we made contact with the person that called us in, and while I was speaking with that person, he corroborated to the fireman that he did make some threatening comments. So unfortunately we can't just walk away from a situation like that. We have to sit here and ensure that he gets the treatment that he needs. It can be very difficult sometimes, and you try to have as much patience as you can. And I'm very glad that there was nothing else. He was upset, but he got his shoes and he went willingly onto the ambulance, which is all we can ask. So we hope that he gets the help that he needs.
Folks, again, you've been watching Cranston PD Live. This is our premiere episode for Season 2. So this will be Episode 1 of Season 2. Once again, I want to thank our Team 1 members, Ann and Robin, David Sammartino. Big shout out to Carmine. Also Sal, William at DePietro.com. Also hope Joe at AJ's is feeling better.
Alright, and rescue is on its way. I have to be back bright and early in the morning, so we're going to start making our way in.
What can you tell us? Anything else on that situation?
I mean, the fire department does an evaluation of the person that makes the threats, and I mean, he admitted it to them right in front of them. So unfortunately, when somebody makes a statement like that and corroborates the person that called, who was I believe it was his current girlfriend, not his ex-girlfriend, you can't just let him walk away from that. And he was upset over it, but I'm proud of the way my guys handled it. He displayed a lot of patience, remained calm and cool. Nobody was yelling, nobody got upset. So I don't think any of my guys could have acted more in a professional manner. And the situation ultimately was resolved peacefully. And again, kind of like what we saw a few calls ago, where unfortunately, sometimes people say or do things where they have to be. It's mandated that they be evaluated. Unfortunately, what I think the neighbor doesn't understand is when you make comments like that and you confirm those comments for people that are specifically trained in the detection for suicidal and that type of behavior, there's kind of no taking it back, right? So I think the neighbor was under the impression that, because he said later on, no, that's not what I meant. If we let him go back into the house, and God forbid, he kills himself by, and he was, I don't know if you heard him, but he wanted us to go in there and, he used to talk about there was no firearm in there. Well, I mean, there's how many different ways to die.
Right.
So, we let him back in there, and something does happen, we failed him then at that point. So that's why it's so important for him to go and seek the treatment that he needs. So, and then the doctors at the hospital, they're really the ones that would be able to clear him and determine whether or not they're, his threat was truly serious. But when we have a reasonable cause like that, when you admit to the person that called accounted the incident, you don't give us a lot of options, unfortunately. So, it's tough when people can be uncooperative like that. But I don't think my guys could have did a better job. I'm very proud of the way that they handled themselves tonight, especially on that call.
And remain calm.
Absolutely, remain calm. Nobody yelled. I wasn't sure.
De-escalated the situation.
Yes, yeah, I wasn't sure if that was going to be resolved peacefully. Just kind of seeing some of the signs from him. But I'm absolutely glad that it was. We don't want to be sitting out there negotiating with him for half an hour or whatever it was. We'd be more than happy to let him go and enjoy his boxing match or whatever it was that he was watching. But unfortunately, when you corroborate the statements that somebody else has made about you, particularly being suicidal, we have to act on it. So, but I'm very, 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 very glad that was resolved in a peaceful manner. And like I said, very proud of the guys that were on scene. Very proud.
Well, folks, again, we want to thank Sergeant McHugh. Very memorable night. Premiere.
Started off, a little slow,
Look at how
but
quickly it kicks off.
Yeah.
So, all right, folks, again, you've been watching Cranston PD Live. We want to thank our moderators. Thank you for everyone for supporting. Remember, you can follow the page. Make sure you can also subscribe to the page. Thank you, everybody, for all the stars. Again, we're going to say goodnight. So many of you may watch this on replay. It will be available on demand. Many of you will also see it on YouTube as well. So, again, on this Saturday night, you've been watching Cranston PD Live. Thank you, everybody, and good night from Cranston.